Imagine waking up one day and everything you see is just shades of gray, not just black and white, but an infinite spectrum of monochrome. That's exactly what happened to me. One moment, I was asleep in my vibrant, colorful bedroom. The next, I was standing in a world bleached of all its hues. This wasn't a dream. This was my new, bizarre reality. At first, it was disorienting. A world without color is a world without familiar signals. Is that fruit ripe? Is that traffic light red or green? The sky wasn't blue, but a flat, pale gray. The grass was a darker, muted shade, almost indistinguishable from the dirt path. Everything blended together into a single, melancholic painting. Panic started to set in. How could I navigate this place? How could I ever get back? But then, something shifted. As I started to explore, my other senses kicked into high gear. Without color to rely on, I began to notice the world in a completely new way. I could hear the subtle rustle of individual leaves in the wind, something I'd never paid attention to before. The texture of a stone wall beneath my fingertips felt incredibly detailed, a complex map of ridges and grooves. The smell of rain on the asphalt wasn't just a smell. It was a rich, earthy perfume that told a story of the storm that had passed. I met the inhabitants of this gray world. They had never known color, yet their lives were anything but dull. Their art wasn't about shades, but about incredible, intricate patterns and textures. Their music was a complex symphony of sounds that painted pictures in my mind more vivid than any color ever could. They found joy not in a sunset's orange glow, but in the perfect symmetry of a spider's web or the feeling of warm sunlight on their skin. They taught me that we often rely so heavily on sight, on color, that we forget to truly experience the world around us. We see a red rose and think beautiful, but do we ever truly feel the velvety softness of its petals or inhale its deep, complex fragrance? This monochrome world, which I initially saw as a prison, was actually a school. It was teaching me to perceive reality on a much deeper level. After what felt like an eternity, a tiny speck of color appeared on the horizon. It was a single, brilliant blue butterfly. As it flew closer, its color spread like ink in water, slowly bleeding back into the world. The gray grass turned a vibrant green, the sky shifted into a brilliant azure, and the world was reborn in a dazzling explosion of hues. The sight was so overwhelming, so beautiful, it brought tears to my eyes. Returning to my own world was like seeing it for the first time. Every color seemed brighter, more intense. I'll never look at a simple green leaf or a blue sky the same way again. That adventure in the colorless land taught me that beauty isn't just in what we see. It's in the texture, the sound, the smell, the feeling. It's everywhere, if we just remember to open all of our senses to it. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey. If you enjoyed this story, please hit that like button and subscribe for more adventures. It really helps the channel out. See you in the next one.